I received in the mail yesterday the third printing of Swords and Wizardry rulebook. They did it on Kickstarter, and I just bought the basic book and PDF. I thought the Swords and Wizardry Light rules was going to be included in it, but it was not. So somebody may down below tell me if I was right or wrong about that. This is the things that have changed in this book is the layout only. The text is all the same, word by word, except for the the example of gameplay. The first off, let's start with the cover. And I'm sorry if it's real shiny and it's now up front. There was controversy online of what the cover was and all this sort of thing. It is true, a cover of a book does not have to tell you what's inside the book to make it a good cover. It is better to have a cover that gives you an idea of what is inside the book to make you want to play the game. Example, the last cover, which was done by Earl Otis and had a group of adventurers fighting a monster. Typical. I never dish what was the quality of this cover. This is a great cover. It is hard though. It's not so hard when you actually see the cover in person. Oddly enough, and that's the thing about art. A lot of times you'll see, especially if you take an art history class, the first thing the teacher tells you is you need to look at this piece in real life to really get an idea what this piece of art is about. Because a little square, flat, printed in a book is not going to do it justice. So, very beautiful cover. Tells you nothing about what's inside this book. Does not invalidate the cover. I do question, though, using the same type as the old cover, especially when all the type inside the new book is different. And I also question the coloration, but apples and oranges. Especially when you get inside the book. A beautiful, beautiful book. Beautifully laid out. And also I would like to say, it not only does the layout, how to put this, for instance, compared to the old and the new, here we have the magic user, section on the magic user. And it is the way it's been laid out, it's an actual section. Whereas in the old, and again, I'm not downplaying whoever did the layout in the last book. But, truly, this is a person, Stacy Delfino, I know I butchered that, I'm sorry. Very, very well laid out. And I don't really think there was any controversy, but the fact is that what they had done was the layout was done by an all-female team. Very well done. Very well done. Excellent pick on art. Not only just like the artists who they picked, but on which piece goes where. You will find full page layouts like this, on certain sections like magic. There's one on character creation. Again, very beautiful. I kind of question making all the type, when they use this, all the type capitalize instead of, maybe apples and oranges. I can always, especially since I've edited, well, I never really, but I've done editing things and such, apples and oranges though. I think this is going to really, I cannot imagine it not putting life back into, and when I say that, right now, there's so much OSR stuff out there that you have to keep putting something out, even if it's the same thing in a new package. The people that have not learned this, by the way, is Castles and Crusades. I'm picking you out. You do have to progress along, and you do need to change up the game a little bit, and that's what Swords and Wizardry has done. And I say Swords and Wizardry, I mean Frog God Games. They've done that. I would have liked to have seen some things in here that really honestly isn't, even though I've been told there is, but that's fine. I would like to, I think though, the one thing that this book really shows, and I get why they kept all the, the text as it is. They're not changing any of the rules of the game. I get that. Stick with it. But I think what this now shows is it calls out for really good supplemental crunch. You're going to need a player's handbook. You're going to need something that will, and I'm not saying necessarily on the same scale. Maybe, God forbid, you may have to go print on demand or something. But to create supplemental material for this, and I think the company, their ideology is that you have the book, you create the supplemental stuff. But, in this day and age, I think it would really, for it to come from the company, to have at least some supplemental things. People look for that. But anyway, the main gist of this, I believe, is that Frog God Games has shown that they are willing to go and keep improving on what they have in this time when there's so much OSR stuff out there. And a lot of this stuff is good. A lot of the OSR stuff that's coming out is really good, and it's going to give you, a run for your money. Just such an excellent laid out book.